Hey, Busiso, are you doing your homework?
Yes, Granddad. My World Cup homework. I'm trying to see what involvement Africa had. It's not as cool as your World Cup book, but I think I found some interesting stuff. This is Mexico in 1970. It says here it was difficult for some teams because of the heat and altitude.
And the first World Cup, where Africa had their own qualifying competition, and where Morocco won the point for an African team.
Yo, was Pele playing?
He certainly was, with many more wonderful Brazilian players. And Brazil keep the cup.
Look at that stadium.
That's Munich. But hey, check this out.
Yes, Zaire. They had a really hard time in Germany. This was the World Cup, where there were two Germanys, and everyone thought that the Dutch would win it. But the West Germans got stronger and stronger, and they had Gerd Müller.
This is Argentina, 1978. Yeah, ne, look at all that paper. What about this, Granddad?
Ah, Tunisia and the first African win. Now that's a bit of history. And this was Argentina's first World Cup win. It might have been a bit different had Johan Cruyff been there.
Hey, who's that?
That's Socrates. There were a lot of good players in this World Cup, hey Mkulu?
Yes, and a much bigger competition too. 24 teams with 2 from Africa. And they did well. Algeria won 2 games and were very unlucky to get knocked out. But this is a face that really reminds me of the 1982 World Cup. Tardelli, with the second goal in the final that finished off the Germans. And that's Italy's 3rd World Cup win.
Mkulu, look what I found on the internet. The stars of the 1986 FIFA World Cup.
Well, you will find that Morocco did very well. They were the first African team to win their group.
There's a lot on Maradona.
Yes, it was definitely Maradona's World Cup. Things he did, some good, some bad, some out of this world. He was in a class of his own. This was the World Cup when we all thought that Cameroon was going to win it. A wonderful start and some great moments from Roger Milla.
But it didn't happen.
No, not quite. But it was a big breakthrough. And this was when a lot was changing everywhere. Nelson Mandela was released, apartheid was gone, and it was time for South Africa to shine again.
So we're back in the World Cup.
Almost. You have to qualify first. But now we stood a good chance.